Hello and welcome to the video. I am going to be riding my trusty CFMOTO 800MT on a bit of a road trip, so I thought I'd make a video about it and take anyone who wants to along with me. And also this is kind of for posterity as well. I recently was really unwell and there might be a time in the near future where I can't ride again, so it'd be nice to have recordings of these times so I can look back on them and remember just how lucky we are to be able to ride motorbikes. So the plan is to ride from where I live here in Geelong and all the way down to Sorrento, catch the ferry across to Queenscliff, and then stay the night in Geelong. Then tomorrow get up and ride from Geelong down the Great Ocean Road as far as I can get, and then stay the night in Apollo Bay. And then from there, I'll hot foot it back to Richmond, look after my nephew for the night because my sister and brother-in-law just had a baby, a little girl, and then all the way back to Geelong. And yeah, enjoy the journey. Hopefully you get something out of this. Otherwise, it'll just be me watching this video on repeat. Thanks. And we'll just say goodbye to the two bikes that aren't getting a gig on this trip, but they did come with us last time. And that's Melanie's Royal Enfield Classic 350, that beautiful blue colour. And my trusty, but not as comfortable as the CFMOTO 2014 Triumph Bonneville T100. Beautiful bikes, but not quite as good for long distance travel. Made it down to the ferry with plenty of time to spare, and now just waiting amongst the noisy seagulls for the ferry to arrive so we can load on. It looks pretty calm, which is good because there's no tie down points on this ferry for your bike, so it's got to rely on the stand to stay up, so fingers crossed it doesn't get bumpy halfway. Anyway, I'll see you on the boat and I'll take you for a little tour around to show you. So I've made it to the hotel in Geelong, and it's about 20 minutes to 6, and feeling fresh as a daisy. This really is a comfortable bike. So I'll try to get a good night's sleep and tackle the Great Ocean Road tomorrow. I'll see you then. Welcome to day 2 of my little road trip from Traralgon to Geelong to Apollo Bay and then back to Richmond. So I'm in Geelong at the moment at the R Hotel, and I think the plan today is I might head out and get some breakfast after I've checked out, and then I might go to Peter Stevens in Geelong just to have a look at some motorbikes, because who doesn't love a bit of window shopping, and yeah, then head up the Great Ocean Road. I've booked some accommodation in Apollo Bay, but I might go a bit further today, weather and time permitting. It's looking a little bit cloudy outside, and there has been a little bit of drizzle predicted, so it should still be a good day for riding. Alright, thanks for coming along this far, and I'll see you down the road. Well, I've just left Peter Stevens. I'm just parked out the front now, about to leave for Torquay. The store itself is lovely. They've got plenty of stock. Anyway, I'll see you in Torquay. Hey, I've just stopped at the surf beach in Torquay, and it's beautiful. It's starting to warm up. The sky's starting to clear a little bit. I might have to turn the heated grips off and the heated seat off, you know, because it's been a really tough life this morning. I'm fueled up, the bike's fueled up. I stopped in at Peter Stevens, which was incredibly underwhelming. I don't know what it is about going there anymore, but unless you're parting with thousands and thousands of dollars cash, they don't seem to give a shit about you being there anymore. And all I needed to buy was a cover, because I'm going to have to park outside tonight. So yeah, I guess the $50 that I spent was barely worth their time, which was a bummer, because I enjoyed looking around, and you know, I romanticize triumphs. I've got a Bonneville in the shed at home, and I grew up going to holidays at my grandparents' place, and my granddad worked at a Honda dealer, so I've always had a soft spot for them. But yeah, just something about it did make me feel welcome there, and I don't know what that is. But anyway, the staff looked really busy, which probably didn't help. They've obviously got a lot on their plate, and I don't know, maybe the conditions there aren't all that good. But anyway, the riding is great. Now that I'm out of Geelong, which was super busy, it's good to be out of that and onto the open road. So I should start, the next time I stop and talk to camera, which is really embarrassing, by the way, will be hopefully at the beginning of the Great Ocean Road. All right, I'll see you then.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Hey, I've made it to Lawn. The Great Ocean Road is beautiful. I got plenty of footage, so I'll post that up there. Unfortunately, I kept getting stuck behind. I got stuck behind a truck for ages, and he didn't use any of the pull-out lanes, which is really frustrating, a bit rude. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get some lunch, maybe buy a hat, and I'll see you guys probably at Apollo Bay next. All right, take care. Hey, I just wanted to do a bit of a summary of today because today's been the big day with riding the Great Ocean Road. In a word, it's been excellent. It's such a brilliant road. Probably the only downside is when you get stuck behind people and they don't use the turnouts to get out of your way, but even still, you're not stuck behind them for long, and then when you've got open road, it's absolutely brilliant and the scenery is breathtaking. I know for me the purpose of this trip was to get away and clear my head, and so I can come back to my wonderful home and just focus on what's really important. And today I think really achieved that, so that's been great. So I actually got to Apollo Bay early and I was loving it so much I rode all the way to Labour's Hill and back, and yeah, it was same again. It wasn't coastal, but it went through a beautiful rainforest, and just the smell of the eucalyptus as I went through was beautiful. Definitely something I don't regret doing. So I'm almost back at Apollo Bay now, and I'll head in and check in to my hotel and park the bike and get changed and go find some dinner. I know a lot of people, there's some interest in the CFMOTO 800MT. I took a bit of a gamble on it. Didn't really know how good it was going to be, and I'm so chuffed with it. It's got 5,500 Ks on the clock now, and I bought it when it had 300 Ks on it, and I think it was supposed to be one of the ones that was used at the Phillip Island Grand Prix by the track officials, that were then sold off. And I've got a Bonneville at home, a 2014 Bonneville, which I love dearly in spite of its shortcomings. But this is so great just to spend a lot of time on. I've been on it for 2 days straight. I feel as fresh as a daisy. There are things like cruise control, the wind protection, the heated grips and heated seats just make traveling an absolute breeze. The engine, I mean, thanks KTM, because that thing is so good. It's got so much pep when you need it. And thanks to the engine and the handling, and even the tyres on road are really good. It had rained quite a bit, from probably about halfway from Lorne to Apollo Bay, so on that section of the Great Ocean Road, and I just didn't have any worries at all. The brakes are really good. There's nothing I can really fault. I did put a little addition to the screen on there. I just find when I'm riding through rainforest, which I've done a lot of in those 5,500 Ks that I put on it, because I ride with a tinted visor, if it gets dark in the rainforest and I've sort of got my visor up and down, it's good to have that extra couple of centimeters on the screen just so I get clear air where my eyes are, so I can, I don't have watery eyes, or even worse, I wear contacts. It doesn't dry up my contacts or blow them out. But yeah, just so comfortable, so competent. That bike far exceeds my abilities. I just hope it lasts. I hope it proves to be as reliable as it has been for the first 5,000 Ks. I've only had one problem with it, and I think that was me. I know when I first serviced it, I gave it its first service, I over torqued one of the bolts and threaded it, meaning that I had to replace the sump. And I just went to my local KTM dealer, and I think it cost me about $250 with the servicing kit included. So it was pretty cheap, but yeah, I would put it down to my lack of ability when it comes to all things mechanical. But yeah, to summarise, it's been a great day. I miss my family already, even though I've only been away from them for 24 hours, which says something. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is I did originally purchase this bike to... My dream is to cross the continent, so to go from east to west. So my home in Traralgon all the way over to Perth. And I honestly think that this bike is capable of doing it. And I think with me on this particular bike, my body is capable of doing it, even given my health concerns. I definitely would understand why my wife would be preferable of me taking somebody with me, just in case I do have a spill or have some more health issues on the way. But this bike, as long as it maintains its reliability, I think would definitely munch up those miles, no problem whatsoever. The only thing I do worry about is how much I'd miss my family while I was gone. Yeah, to summarise, I'll head back into Apollo Bay. Hopefully the accommodation I've booked, which is super cheap, is nice. It's got good reviews, but you get what you pay for, generally. So I'll probably report in one more time and see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching if you've gotten this far. I appreciate you. Good morning. It's the second last day of my trip. So today I woke up in my little motel in Apollo Bay, which is lovely. The bed was a bit rock hard, but that's okay. Got plenty of sleep anyway. And the goal is, oh well, firstly it looks absolutely beautiful outside. Hopefully it stays like that. It's supposed to. The goal is to ride to Richmond today to go to look after my nephew for the night, which is it's just under 3 hours away from here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go back by the Great Ocean Road yet, or there's another road that I can go by which looks pretty windy, but apparently I've read some reports online last night that it's in pretty bad condition. So I think it's Skeens Creek Road, but I'll suss it out when I get there and see how it looks. I might go up a little way, but the first part of it looks pretty fun. But otherwise an early start on the Great Ocean Road might not be so bad as well. But either way, I'll keep you updated along the way. Thanks.
Doing crazy dreaming.
covered the first part of the journey back to Richmond for today, so I'm currently in Lorne, and I love this place, so obviously I decided to go back via the Great Ocean Road. It's 9 o'clock and this place is dead quiet. It's so peaceful and relaxing. The ride was beautiful. The Great Ocean Road was, I feel like I had it probably to myself this morning. There was maybe a couple of other cars that I saw, just a few tradesmen going the other direction, but that was it. Probably only thing I have to complain about was I was riding into the sun most of the time, which is, it's such a beautiful day. It's hard to complain about that, but it did make visibility pretty tricky. There was heaps of cyclists too, so I hope they know how difficult it is to see them when you're riding into the sun and riding towards them, that you often don't pick them up till very late. So they probably need to have lights on them during the day as well. I did have a bit of a moment where I was coming out around a corner, a left-hand bend, from being in the shadow of a hill into the sun, and I hit one of those the mounds where they join, you know, they sort of botch the road repairs where they replace a bit and there's like a seam and it becomes a bit of a mound, and I hit that with the front tire and it levered me up, and I had what I think is referred to as a bit of a tank slapper. So maybe my newest favourite feature on the bike, and one that I'd underrated to now, is the steering dampener, because I was probably had it back under control within maybe a second or two, but just enough to get the heart beating, wake me up and get me focused on riding again, instead of maybe enjoying the views as much as I was. But yeah, it's been so pleasant so far. So a couple of hours to go, cruising back to Geelong and then into the city, and hopefully it stays as nice as this. I'll see you at the next stop. Hey, so it's the last day. It's the morning of the third day, and I'm in my sister's Airbnb in Richmond, and I stayed the night. I haven't filmed much because I was looking after my nephew, and I also went to visit my sister in the hotel she's staying at next to the hospital with my new niece, which is awesome. And now I've got to get the motorbike out of the tiny little courtyard and in this tiny gap between the two houses here, and somehow get out of Melbourne and back home. But yeah, thanks for sticking along this far. My other camera has run out of memory, so I don't think I'll get a chance to stop and get another card to record any more on that. So I'll record what I can on this and hopefully have enough good footage to put something together at the end. All right, talk to you soon. Hey, just filled up at Officer Petrol Station, the big BP. I'm just parked amongst all the trucks, as you can see. and it's pretty noisy. I didn't realise that there were houses backed right onto the service station all the way around. So imagine that, just hearing trucks all day and night. I can't imagine getting used to that, but it's such a crowded area. Anyway, I decided to make a dash home because it's been a bit on and off rainy. So I've put my rain gear on. There is a CFMOTO store in Pakenham that I might stop at. We'll see how it goes. That's the nice thing about not having to plan. You can just do what you feel like doing or do what the weather allows. But I would like to get it home in time to pick up the boys. The CFMOTO has performed absolutely brilliantly. It's completely filthy. But it's been faultless. I guess I'm still in the phase of waiting for something to go wrong. Just still not having trust in the brand. But so far so good. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this GoPro onto the front of the bike, get some more riding footage, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Well done if you got through that. Let's be honest, I'm no Itchyboots or Joe Ryan, so that was difficult to get through. So if you've got this far, I appreciate you, and I'm also wondering why you don't have anything better to do with your time. But if you would like me to make any more videos, I kind of enjoy it. If you know someone at CFMOTO who wants to endorse me and my brother-in-law to ride across to Western Australia, tell them to contact me via YouTube. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and you take care of yourself. Bye.